right. What we got? Cymple Man, Voight Bridge Road. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever heard a rap called anything Voight Bridge Road. Well, I guess we're going to find out, huh? I saw that Cymple got 20,000 subs the other day. That's pretty cool. He deserves it. He deserves way more than that. It almost angers me. I think I've said that before, that he doesn't have a lot of subs, because the guy is extremely talented. And if you are new to following me, I said this the last one I did. I'm going to keep mentioning it too. I think I picked up about 300 in the last couple weeks subs. And so if you're new, you haven't heard Cymple before, give this a listen. If you like what you hear, please check out some of his other videos. He's got some really good ones. And give him some more subs. I'm sure he will appreciate it. And I mean, he does a lot of shorts. Check out some of his shorts. Very funny man. Really like his personality. And I think you guys will too. So the link will be down below in the description, so you can check out those videos if you want to. And without further ado, hope you enjoy my reaction. Let's go. Here we go.
Yeah. Hey, we all got them little building blocks of life. That make us who we are, places we from, things we learn, things we done. Here's mine.
Hey, my dad walked along the bank and let me float down the creek in my blue and yellow life vest. Told me kick my feet like this. I didn't realize as a child just how my life's blessed.
Oh, see, that's pretty hard. The beat is fire. It's like a really early 80s beat. I'd probably say like an 80, 81 beat. This is fire, man. The vibe is real nice. And I like the way he was describing his father was walking along the bank, putting, he's wearing a life vest in the creek, like he was teaching him, the creek was teaching him life lessons, the flow of the creek, and his father was teaching him life lessons by kicking while he's got the life vest on. It was keeping him afloat, and his father was keeping him afloat. You see the little scheme going on here? You guys know. You know how I am. And this is how I like, Cymple. I like it when he kind of does these slow ones like this, because it really gets my mind going. And you guys be laughing at me and everything because I get into these deep things. But I'm pretty sure that's what he means. He's got this little parallel thing going with the creek, the flow of the creek, his father, teaching him life lessons, and it's a parallel to the creek, the flow, the water flow, the swimming, the kicking, the surviving. You know what I mean? Yeah. I could pick this stuff on him. I could pick it up on him. I know Cymple here. Here we go.
Building blocks of life. That make us who we are, places we from, things we learn, things we done.
I know.
Here's mine.
Let's go.
Hey, my dad walked along the bank and let me float down the creek in my blue and yellow life vest. Told me kick my feet like this. I didn't realize as a child just how my life's blessed. To have him right there. Me and my friends took our bikes down and threw some lines out. We barely got any bites, but we stayed right there until the sun lights out. They camped.
We barely got any bites, but we stayed right. Yeah, he's telling the story of his life, and this creek is kind of representing his life and the lessons that he has learned and his life experiences that he has, experienced with the creek. Like it's a parallel, like I said. This is good, man. This is so good.
My life's blessed to have him right there. Me and my friends took our bikes down and threw some lines out. We barely got any bites, but we stayed right there until the sun lights out. They camped out back at my house, talking like we knew what life's about. We was raw. that ran under it though. It was just somewhere we would go. It felt like things moved different and slow. I'm thankful for the things that I know.
The flow of the creek, it moved different and slow. And like I said, he's showing the parallel. The parallel is the creek and his life. This shit's tripping me out, dude. I love it. I love it, man.
Until the sun lights out, they camped out back at my house, talking like we knew what life's about. We was wrong, Voight Bridge Road. I never knew the name of that creek that ran under it, though. It was just somewhere we would go. It felt like things moved different and slow. I'm thankful for the things that I know, thanks to my time down Voight Bridge Road. I never knew the name of that creek that ran under it, though. It was just somewhere we would go. It felt like...
And you know, this is interesting. I don't know why Cymple, he always gets me talking, man. I was actually talking to someone at work this morning about, I don't know how old Cymple is, but I'm a Gen Xer. I was born, I was born a long time ago, but I think if you're 65 through 80, you're a Gen Xer. Gen Xers were kind of latch kids. Both your parents work because they're trying to make a buck and live the American dream. So you basically, everything was on your own. And so you'd be out, at the creek, learning life lessons at the creek. And so as a Gen Xer, you basically learned critical thinking because you were out on your own as a child, right? Gen Xer. So like what he's saying here, it kind of aligns with me a lot. Like I said, I was talking to somebody this morning. It's really ironic. I mean, that this song is kind of relating to that in a way. But, your parents say, go out, be back at dark, right? When the lights come on or whatever. Or, if you lived out in the country, you would go hang out at the creek or, something of that nature. I experienced both of them, town and creek, but that's kind of how it was. You were a latch kid and you fiend for yourself, figure it out, and so that generation is so different, because we had to critically think, if I do this, then this will happen. And if I do that, then this will happen. But nowadays, kids, basically the computer is thinking for them. The computer says, or my phone says that this, da 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 da. The critical thinking skills. I mean, I'm not putting anybody down. I'm just saying it's a different generation, and that's why I'm enjoying this rap so much, because it's actually kind of connecting with my life a little bit. Kind of with my life, how I live my life. You're hanging out at the creek and you're learning life lessons. If you get in the creek, and you might drown, you know what I'm saying? I mean that you don't want to be drowning. So, the little things like that. That's kind of what I'm talking about. The song is just really reminiscent of a lot of people's lives my age. And I don't know how, I think he's in his 30s or 40s. He's probably right on the cusp of that Gen X, time period, and so this really is hitting home with me a little bit, and hanging out at the creek thing.
I never knew the name of that creek that ran under it though. It's just somewhere we would go. It felt like things moved different and slow. I'm thankful for the things that I know, thanks to my time that Voight Bridge Road. In those years, the innocence was probably at its peak. Cause in my teens, they found a body in the creek, and that's what altered the mystique. That's what some girl from a neighboring county
found a body in the creek. That's why it lost its mystique, because the creek was no longer the place, because it was, it was kind of infected. Like, it really made you look differently at the creek. Like, I probably not, I shouldn't get into all this stuff, but what he's saying is the creek lost its mystique. The creek was the place that we went to hang out and to fish and probably do other things, swim. But when they found the body in the creek, it taught us a life lesson. That was the first thing. That's kind of what I was saying with the Gen X thing. And then it also, it lost its mystique. So now we no longer wanted to go swimming and fishing in it and doing all that other stuff, because it was kind of, fouled up. It was kind of no longer a place we wanted to. The water, we didn't want to get in the water because it was kind of, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's pretty hard, man. That's pretty hard. I like that.
Boys, but hey, in those years, the innocence was probably at its peak. Cause in my teens, they found a body in the creek, and that's what altered the mystique. Some girl from a neighboring county, and murder seemed to change our surroundings.
Right.
I ain't eating no fish.
You see? That's what I just said. The murder changed the surroundings. The creek itself was changed, like by our life lessons. That's hard.
Girl from a neighboring county.
I'm sorry.
And murder seemed to change our surroundings. I ain't eating no fish out of there, so I ain't fishing. What's the point? We took our dirt bikes there and smoked joints. No kids splashing around the shallows where beer bottles littering. It's like the town shared the same sentiments.
Discontent.
We smoked and drank there if we had something to split. Listening to Red Hot Chili Peppers under the bridge. Then shot the bottles when we threw with a Browning 22. And when we turned 16, that's where we snuck the shorties too. But as we grew, that bridge.
I did that too, man. We did that too. We put the bottles, we throw them out in the water, and we have our little 22. And we would take, they get flowing down the creek, and then you shoot them with. Yeah, we did that crap too.
And the Red Hot Chili Peppers under the bridge. Then shot the bottles when we threw with a Browning 22. And when we turned 16, that's where we snuck the shorties too. But as we grew, that bridge just became another road. Might glance to see how high the water rose as we go. I thought that creek turned sour when I reflect for a minute. But turns out the world been cold as the water that's running in
The world been cold. Oh my God. Yeah. The wordplay is real nice in here. And again, I love the beat. I love the whole, since we're talking about creek, I love the flow. You know what I'm saying?
16, that's where we snuck the shorties too. But as we grew, that bridge just became another road. Might glance to see how high the water rose as we go. I thought that creek turned sour when I reflect for a minute. But turns out the world been cold as the water that's running in a cold world. I never knew the name of that creek that ran under it though. Just
underrated, man.
It felt like things moved different and slow. I'm thankful for the things that I know thanks to my time that Voight Bridge Road. I never knew the name of that creek that ran under it though. It's just somewhere we would go. It felt like things moved different and slow. I'm thankful for the things that I know thanks to my time that Voight Bridge Road. Cause I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. I don't ever wanna feel like I did that day. Take me to the place I love. Take me all the way. Bridge Road. I never knew the name of that creek that ran under it though. It's just somewhere we would go. It felt like things moved different and slow. I'm thankful for the things that I know thanks to my time that Voight Bridge Road. I never knew the name of that creek that ran under it though. It's just somewhere we would go. It felt like things moved different and slow. I'm thankful for the things that I know thanks to my time that Voight Bridge Road.
Respect, sir. Respect. Respect. Voight Bridge Road. Voight Bridge Road. I had to go back and look at that. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. That was really a fun song to listen to. The wordplay was real nice. I loved the whole scheme about the parallels between the creek and life and the lessons that the creek taught him. That was just fantastic to me. That's the kind of rap that really makes me enjoy artists like this. I think I said it in the last one, just the life lessons. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy, just simple life experiences that we had. We all can relate to, things like that. He's got some great music out there, and I hope you guys check out his videos and really give him a shot, and I think he will appreciate it. Be safe out there, be kind to one another, please. You know what I'm saying. There's some crazy crap going on. Peace.